Lots of smart people are thinking that Biden's going to exit stage right. Even Tucker Carlson. I mean, listen to this. Tucker Carlson last night. I love Tucker. Biden's done. Bet on it. Too many prominent Democrats have suggested he's brain damaged. They can't walk that back. They have to remove him, and they will. The only question is when. If they're smart, they'll do it immediately. If Kamala is going to be the nominee, she might as well be the president first. It's a very, very, very fair point. That leaves the question of Trump and his sentencing on July 11th. Biden's clap makes this a much more perilous moment than it was. Well, of course, now we know, because Tucker put this out yesterday. Well, now we know that corrupt bastard in a black robe, Juan Merchan, delayed Donald Trump's sentencing until September. Ultimately, what I believe is going to happen is a mistrial is going to be declared. Because remember that sloppy Alvin Bragg and Juan Merchan and Michael Colangelo relied on testimony that happened during Donald Trump's tenure in the White House. And the Supreme Court just found as long the president has immunity as long as it pertains to core functionality of his office. I mean, hell, listen, Hope Hicks testified in the sloppy Alvin Bragg case against Trump. Hope Hicks was like a White House communications director under Trump. The Supreme Court held just yesterday, communicated by Justice Roberts and the other justices who are in the majority, that a conversation between an American president and his vice president or any other member of his staff constitutes an official act. So that testimony from Hope Hicks should be discarded. But Tucker Carlson said today, also this nonsense you read about how only Biden can make the decision to leave is just so absurd. That's not how the Democrat Party works. No individual is more important than the collective. That's the whole point of the party. And in Biden's specific case, he's got no constituency in Washington. Yes, Ron Klain and 85-year-old Ted Kaufman benefit directly from his presidency, but it's a small group. The rest of the city has no loyalty to Biden. They don't care about him. They've never taken him seriously. Any president works for them as long as he's a Democrat. It's never personal with these people because the individual does not matter. And let me tell you this, Tucker Carlson, every word of what he just said there is 100% true. And for those of you all who are just watching this show for the first time or listening on iHeart for the first time, I have a theory about how the Republicans operate and see the people and how the Democrats operate and see the people. And this has held true. You see, I believe, and many of the OG members of the battle crew have heard me tell this at least once before, but I truly believe that Republicans are the party of we the people. And so what does that mean? I'm sure you've noticed that when Republicans are in power, it seems like getting Republicans to fall in line together and unite is like herding freaking cats. It's really effing difficult. But what I would put forth to you is that's exactly what our founders intended for representatives in Washington to be like. In other words, think about it like this. A Republican member of Congress from Western Pennsylvania compared to a Republican member of Congress from Southern California compared to a Republican member of Congress from Florida, very, very different views. And why is that? Because by and large, Republicans see themselves as the party of we the people. They represent their constituencies. And their constituencies are very different. The needs of somebody in Western Pennsylvania are different from Southern California and is different than Florida. So it stands to reason then that Republicans in Congress believe different things. See, Democrats don't have that problem. The Democrats are like the Borg. Tucker Carlson is exactly right. They're a collective. And what I say about the Democrat Party, philosophically speaking, is the Democrats are the party of they the people. Their party is upside down. It's not what the founders intended. And so let's go along with the same comparison. A Democrat member of Congress from Pennsylvania, a Democrat member of Congress from Southern California, a Democrat member of Congress from Florida. They vote exactly the same way, regardless of the constituencies that they represent, because they don't give a damn about the people they represent. They care about the party. They care about the collective. They know and believe in their heart of hearts what's best for the people.
Mike Lindell here, and like you, I see our country being destroyed daily. We face massive economic issues, and I can tell you from firsthand experience, there are people in power who threaten the values that have made our country great. Well, I've been a believer in gold and silver for a long time, and I've searched for years for a partner that shares my values. Well, Genesis Gold Group showed me how easy it is to protect your IRA, 401k, or your retirement with gold and silver. Their faith-driven approach to service and stewardship is one that stands out from the rest.
To get your free definitive gold guide and get started learning more about investing in gold and protecting your retirement from uncertain times, visit treasureandtrust.com now. Fill out the basic contact form and a member of the team will be in touch. Again, that's treasureandtrust.com or call 855-625-7760.